Welcome to Verbal Pig Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. Now, I'm your host, Cole Black, aka Vince Cole Muhammad, author of the book Consequence. Want some music to go with that? Then go to cdbaby.com/COLBLAC. And today we're getting into hip hop, rap, the violence that precedes it, and where did the violence or the concept of gangsta rap, where did it originate? What's the purpose of it? Because it makes money. Believe me. Violence and rap music makes money. Don't forget it. Just like in the movie Straight Outta Compton, when Jerry Heller was telling them, scare the hell out of them. Yeah, be scary. Because that image of that man, that Birth of a Nation original back in the early 1900s of the blackface, the white man in blackface who came out looking scary and was after white women and made it seem like this animalistic creature is coming up out the mist of night, and he's looking for white women to devour, and whites in particular, and they built that narrative around the scary black man, and he's coming to get you. Watch out. And you know, that fear. But why does that fear makes money? Because that energy of fear. See, that's the energy of fear gives certain people a human experience. They'll pay top dollar to feel that way. Hey, watch out, I got a friend who's part of this rap group, and they carry guns, and you know it's dangerous, and the whole excitement. Now they don't want to get too close to you. They like they violence from far away. Well, they like it close enough, but not close enough to where they start getting killed. If it gets to that point, to where one of their own starts to get took out, then you know what's going to happen next. They'll end it. It'll be over with, and there won't be no more gangster rap music. They'll put out that they kill that. Believe me. So the energy that comes from the fear that's being promoted through the music. As an example, you hear a song saying, I'll kill you. I'll murder your whole family. I'll come through and blow up your block. You know, and then they'll put the style, the clothing that they'll create. You know, they'll take it over, create it, or they'll go to a sellout in the neighborhood and ask what's going on. They'll tell them, well, this how we do this, and this is the purpose of why we do this, and you know, we originated this method, you know, for us. And they'll take that, and then they'll flip it around, then they'll run it, you know, and then they'll slide in their agenda right in the midst of what we created, and steer it in a direction that they wanted to go to or go towards. And so now what do you have? You have generation. We're working on the third generation of violence in music. But the industry loves that violence. They feed off that violence. They make money off that violence. That gangster rap has created a new paradigm. And for violence in hip-hop or rap music to go away, I mean, it's going to take It's going to take some time, and it's going to take the youth, black men, black women, to understand and have knowledge of self or knowledge of who you are. Without that, you will be led into a direction that will pick you off slowly, one by one, over time, because they create paradigms that will ultimately lead to death if you are intertwined in it. I mean, heavily, deeply intertwined. Because it sells. Come on, it sells. How many entertainers passed and their album sales went through the roof? Big money in it. And what happens? What happens? Go to the funeral. Some gonna cry, some gonna sing a song. At the same time, before they even bury them, their music will be put out again in the streets. Record companies make big money. About a day after you bury it, they start talking about other things and new issues, and then people will forget about you, except those who were closest to you. But the overall public, this is what's expected in the industry or in the music or in the genre that we call gangsta rap. This goes with the territory. And you got people waiting to see who's gonna be the next one in gangsta rap. It is something that's created a life on its own, but it was created for a purpose. Don't be fooled. Black is a trap for black artists. You got white artists who talk gangsta all day long, but they not living where you live. They going home at night to their families. They got that what they call it, that complexion for the protection. But we have something also, within us, as being the original man. We have original mind. And there's no way in hell you can tell me that we can't overcome these basic traps that's been set out for us to purposely destroy us, to keep the chaos or to keep that negative energy flowing through the community. You acting gangster. You know how real gangsters roll. They owning whole blocks. Owning the house that they stay in. Real gangsters rolling. They owning damn near half the town. So, you spit you a 16, 14, 18, and you saying, well, I'm giving the reality of what's going on in my community every day. But it didn't start out that way. Of course, when you had drugs in the black community, let's say heroin in the 70s, then you got crack cocaine in the 80s, right? Okay. But it wasn't to the degree of where it's at today. So those in the beginning stages start rapping about politics, rapping about the change, rapping about the awareness that we see what you're trying to do to our neighborhood, rapping about kids having fathers, rapping about high marks within education and building or creating your own educational system, rapping about topics that build. Because if you focus on the negative, so long you become negative, it will consume you. That's universal law. you get involved in a negative act, negative thought, negative emotions, you become a negative being, and like a magnet, you will magnetize that negativity towards yourself, and now you will be consumed, and you will be that negative person in society, and you'll notice everywhere you go, negativity will follow, because you bought into, or you accepted, or you got high off what the negativity brings. So then you start, it's like energy. Now you communicating with someone because you fully consumed with negativity. So you go outside your house, you run into your friend. They're saying, yeah, man, I got to get out here and pave these streets. I got to get me a job. I got to create me some money. I got to be an entrepreneur. I got to build. Then that negative person will say, well, man, for what? We stuck here. And there's no use and no sense of trying to build or get out or make some money. You know, this is all we going to be. This is all we ever been. You just kidding yourself, man. You a damn fool if you think if you think they gonna let you achieve something in America. See, they breaking the other guy's spirit, making him become a victim of negativity. Because misery loves company and misery wants a negative on it. So somebody positive comes along and hear it, and they say, wait, man. There's a God. There's an all in all. There's a universal law that says you can do this if you apply this, and so and so. You can achieve what you will if you put it within your mind and send your thoughts out to the universe, and you think positive. You'll get positive results. You can create something out of nothing. You know, you can make things happen that you truly would like to see accomplished. Then a negative person will be like, start getting angry. But what he said, but what's going on is, a positive person, you are going against their perception of reality. Because when a person feel as though they've been beat down, that they caught the bad end of life, that they seem like they could never get it right, that's only due to not studying, not learning who yourself is. That goes to the false teachings of God is without. That goes from being a young person going to church and the pastor never teaching about the God within, about how you can accomplish, or how Jesus said, greater things you can do than I have done if only you believe. Or when they say all of you are gods, children of the Most High God. See, they don't teach that, so the young black man don't understand the full realm of his power, of who he is, or what he can do, what he can call into existence. Because if you young and say the universe sends you a signal to say that you are somebody, let's build, and you start standing up and you want to take your life into your own hands through your own mind, you'll have someone who's saying don't get too big for your britches, or stay in your place, or that's due to a negative adult that's around you who didn't accomplish their goal. You got to remember, some adults who didn't achieve anything, they don't want somebody younger than them that figure out and pass them up. They'll do whatever they can to keep that person in that place, or they'll stagnate their forward motion. They want to keep them stagnated, or they want to push them back until they can figure out how to achieve their own personal goals. So don't never, if you get an idea, a thought, original thought to where you want to move out on it, you're going to always have some negative or someone saying you shouldn't do this, or, you put your math together in your science, and you know out of your heart you're doing it for a righteous purpose, that you're not trying to deceive or hurt anyone, then you move out and let that destination or that destiny for that take you to that destination. Don't worry about what other people say, because other people are not your God within. Other people either can help build the God within by feeding positive or knowledge and information, or they can try to tear it down because they see your rise. And some people are saying, well, why did this person get anointed, in a sense, to achieve their goals and to arrive at their destiny, when I'm over here struggling and no visions or no words or no inner thoughts came to me? But they don't realize that they have to get themselves together and or prepare themselves to even hear the call. So yeah, I never personally like to get involved with a negative person, especially in this time. So many black people throughout the world is actually building, moving, having families, enjoying life, understanding knowledge, listening, self-taught, understanding universal laws, connecting themselves one with this universe, and moving out and saying to themselves that, I'm not going to let nothing get in the way of what God has promised me. And they move out and they go get it. And you got so many examples, and you have to ask yourself, what's the difference between you and a person who you might admire or say achieved something marvelous in this lifetime? Let's say, what's the difference between you and Barack Hussein Obama? What's the difference? Barack wanted to be president, went after the goal, did the necessary things, steps that it took to get in that position, and he became the president. Whether he was selected or elected, or whether he was given that position for a particular reason, the fact still remains, he wanted to be president of the United States, and he became president of the United States. That's a fact. I mean, you can look at that. I mean, we witnessing this. He put in the, he knew, meaning he knew his plan or his goal that he wanted to achieve long before a lot of us knew outwardly, because it kind of came to him within his inner self. And he had a talk with himself, saying, I'm going to shoot for the presidency. Yeah, I think I can do that. And he started, going to the right places and being at the right time. And, opportunities started coming. He started climbing. And then once you get to your goal in your office, you at least should throw the people a bone who gave you over 90-something% of the vote. Free meal. Pardons. I mean, there's so many things that could be done for us as a people that need to be done, because in that position, you understand and you know what's being taken place to work against, and the reason why they work against the rise of the black man in America. But you can work against it, but the rise still will come. Because time dictates the rise to evolve into a high state of being. That's your God-given right. And it's your free will if you choose you don't want to elevate. If you want to stay stuck in a certain mindset, that's on you too. But if you want to climb to a certain level, then opportunity will be given. Look, you all make sure you all join us this Wednesday at Island Spice Grill, located on West New York, Barker Cypress, across from Harmony School of Discovery. We'll be talking about post-traumatic slave disorder. Make sure y'all come out, check us out. We're going to have a great show. This is Burrow Pick Radio. We are